Hi, and welcome to our lesson on how to write a claim sentence. So by the end of all your work on this lesson, you will be able to say, I can write an introductory claim sentence that directly responds to a prompt. So let's talk a little bit about that word claim, and we're going to use this image here of the star to represent claim all the time. So let's get that definition to go with it. In a CER, which is a paragraph structure we're working on, a claim is the topic sentence that answers the question or prompt. So if I were to ask what color is my lanyard that I'm wearing, you would say it is blue and yellow. So that would be your claim. That would be answering the question. So really quickly, as we actually look at this little star, I want you to notice where the star is in relation to everything else going on. That's right, it's actually at the top. So that tells you that the claim is your topic sentence at the top of whatever else you're writing in that paragraph. So now that we know what a claim is, let's talk about what goes into the claim. What kind of things are expected in that claim sentence? Well, first of all, it's a direct answer to the question or prompt, plus any brief explanation that the prompt asks for, and you put that all together in one sentence at the top of your paragraph to be your claim. So this is where it really needs to be clear exactly what your answer is and any really quick explanation that is requested. So again, if I can only read one sentence of your response, if you only have time to write one sentence or I only have time to read one sentence, it will be this one, your claim. That's how clear you need it to be, that if I can only get one answer, it's that, and I know what you mean. So now that we know what's in a claim, how do I plan writing one? Well, you want to start by actually looking at the question or the prompt itself and trying to figure, what is it asking me? Is it a yes/no question? Is there an opinion I need to have in here? Is it asking for that explanation? And then figuring out, okay, then what is my answer? That's our planning stages to figure out, what am I writing about? Once I know what I want to write about, how do I actually write it? How do I put it on paper? We can start with a couple ways. One thing is restating the question or prompt. Just like I said, what color is my lanyard? You could start with, the lanyard is blue and yellow. You could also say, in my opinion, as a way to get the sentences rolling. You can always go back and revise that wording if you don't like it, but that's a way to get words on the page. And finally, if there's any other sentence starters that you know that seem to link to the question, you are more than welcome to use one of those. All right, so we're actually going to look at an example, and I'm going to write a claim for you. So I'm looking at my question right here. What is my favorite sport? Why? And I'm going to ask myself these questions. Is this a yes/no question? No, it's not. I can't say yes, it is, or no, it's not. Is it an opinion question? Absolutely. It's my favorite sport, not yours, so it's clearly my opinion. Is it asking for explanation? It has that word why in the question, which indicates I need to explain why this is my opinion. And then I need to stop and think, what is my answer to this? Okay, well, my favorite sport's actually kind of a combination, baseball/softball, so there's my answer. So now I need to think about, how am I going to write this? I'm going to use that idea of restating of what is my favorite sport right here. My favorite sport is, my answer, baseball. I'm using that word because to show I'm answering the why question, show explanation, because I understand it the most. That's why I really like watching baseball, because I know how to play it, I understand it watching it, it's enjoyable for me. So that's my claim sentence, and I have it highlighted in green so it sticks out and I know exactly what I'm going for to prove here. Now I can go on and write the rest of my CER paragraph, which is right here where I explain and prove my answer. But right now I'm really just focusing on that claim that my favorite sport is baseball because I understand it the most. It completely answers the entire prompt. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at one more example. So I have another question here. Is LA your favorite subject? Why? Let's go through that checklist again. Yes/no question. Is LA my favorite subject? If I can just say yes or no to this, it is a yes/no question. And I could say yes, it is. No, it's not. So check. Is it an opinion question? Again, that word favorite kind of indicates an opinion because it might be my favorite. It's not your favorite. Clearly, it probably is since I teach it. So it's an opinion question. Again, that question, why? Another way to look for it is it saying explain your answer or whatever, but it wants explanation. And again, my answer is going to be, of course it is, because I teach it. I love it. I wouldn't do it otherwise. So here is my claim sentence. Language arts is my favorite subject. So yes, it is. Restating the prompt somewhere in there, answering because there are so many interesting things to learn about it. And again, I can then go on and complete my CER from that, but I have my claim sentence highlighted in green, so it's very clear what my response is and that I have it fully answered. And if I go back and I only had that one sentence there again, you would still have a full answer. It just wouldn't be thoroughly explained quite as well.